Bitcoin exit strategy, when to sell your cryptocurrency in this coming bull run. We asked this question of Rob from Digital Asset News. You do not want to miss his response. Rob, we've often heard you talk about 3 things you must have to exit this next bull run cycle in 2021. Tell us what the first most prominent of those 3 things is.
I will tell you this. What is it that Warren Buffett says? You don't have to, you have to learn from mistakes, but they don't have to be your mistakes. So learn from my mistakes. So here's what you need to know. First of all, when I got in 2017, you know that big, nice little hockey stick that goes all the way up and it's called FOMO and people start to buy in? Well, that was me. I bought right around there. So you have to understand that this market doesn't move like a traditional market. So you have to make sure that the timing is correct. So if you think that, you know what, it'll be no big deal, I'll just wait for it to go up and keep going up and keep going up. The timing is the big thing. Between the last, in 2013, when we hit an all-time high, it took about 3 to 4 weeks before it really dumped like 60%, 70%. In 2017 to 2018, December to January, about the same thing, around 3 to 4 weeks before it dumped massively because there was just too much FOMO. The smart money knew exactly what was happening. This is unsustainable, and they dropped all the way down. So what you really have to know is that once these go up all the way like this, if you're trying to do that, because everybody's goal is different. If you're trying to really maximize, then you've got a very short window before everything goes down. And that's really the first part of it. And again, everybody's got their own goals. My goals are different than a lot of my subscribers. And I'm sure, ladies, your goals for cryptocurrencies might be different than mine.
Yeah, we have some great goals, which we'll tell you about towards the end. So the second thing that you say that we need I think you can't do the first thing successfully unless you have the second thing, which are a certain psychological factors. So what are those psychological factors?
This is a perfect, I did a video of this today, and it was, and I started off and I said, look, everybody, I know you're worried. I know you feel like this is the worst time of all time because you're in cryptocurrency and it just dropped. I mean, Bitcoin went from almost 60,000 to around 50,300 and something, right? And that's just Bitcoin. And then we saw some alts go 15% loss, 20%, 25% loss. So people who are new to this place, like we all were at some point, we freak out, right? We look at this and we're like, oh, I got to get out of this. This is crazy because this is not going to work and I got to get out. So the first thing you have to realize is that these huge dips are normal. If you don't like the price, just wait around a little bit. It's like the weather in Houston. If you don't like the temperature, just wait, it'll change. And you just have to realize that what goes up will eventually come down. And then of course, what is unstable will at some point trade sideways and even increase. So you haven't lost anything unless you sell. And this is not financial advice on this channel. Obviously, we're just here for entertainment purposes only, right? But yes. But you haven't lost anything until you sell. And I think some of the best advice I ever got, again from Warren Buffett, just dollar cost average. And if you want to go all in heavy, like my friend Diddy from the Bitcoin family, you can do that, but you got to make sure it's at the right time. My friend Diddy went in 2017 at the very beginning. If you can time it like that, hats off to you, God bless, Godspeed. But for me, I'm not that smart. Dollar cost average, and you don't feel that pressure when these days come about. You're just like, oh, well, it's a little bit lower. That means I get a sale. And then when it goes up, oh, great, my portfolio is up. I'm feeling pretty good. And it takes the pressure off. So psychological factors.
Great.
Yeah, I think a lot of us are waiting for the next big bear cycle to go in heavy, right?
Yes, exactly.
So the third thing is the actual exit strategy that you talk about, right? And what you need to have to make the most of the cycle. So can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah. So it's just us. I'll just tell you guys a secret. I am not that great at taking profits. I'm actually very horrible. I did really good at understanding that just to not dump all my cash in at the very top. I figured that out. Fantastic. I learned a dollar cost average or value cost average as time went over, just every day, put a little bit into a project you truly believe in. The problem though comes down to an exit strategy, which is when do I take this money out? When do I do it? Can I time it when I hit the top? Well, good luck with that. because I can tell you the smartest people out there, they don't hit those tops. And maybe it's just dumb luck. So for me, I always think to myself, where could this go realistically? So on January 7th, I put out my price predictions for all the different cryptocurrencies, digital assets that I hold. Newsflash, I'm very biased on my channel. I only talk about the things that I actually buy. And one of those was Bitcoin. I said, I think Bitcoin this year, if we look at the different 4-year cycles, we had 2012 was a halving, 2013 all-time high, 2014 was a dip, 2015 reset. 2016, we had a halving, 2017 all-time high, 2018 dip, 2019 reset. 2020 halving, 2021 should be an all-time high, and then 2022, somewhere around there, should be the big reset. So I think that Bitcoin will fall after it hits around 150,000, goes that big hockey stick. So along that way, certain price points that I think, I'm going to take profits. So I know at 20,000, I think it was like 5% profits. And then around 35,000, I took another 5%. 50,000, I think it was like 10%, and then off I go. And that's just it. Some people will say, Rob, you're an idiot. You don't understand because all the institutions are here and that it will never go down. And I'm just here to tell you that I heard that same song and dance last time. There wasn't many institutions, but I will just say this, that as long as there are greedy people, and as long as there are whales and people who like to manipulate and people who are beholden to their stockholders, I think at some point they will sell, especially when it does that.
Here on Conscious Crypto Traders, we're having valuable conversations that no other YouTubers are having. So if you enjoyed today's content, please don't forget to hit the like button and turn it blue, hit subscribe, click the bell icon for notifications, and select all. That way you'll be notified every time we go live or upload new content. We would love for you to post your comments or your questions below, and we'll do our best to respond. In fact, feel free to tell us how your trades are going or how trading has changed your life or the lives of those around you. That really excites us when we hear that. You can also follow us on Twitter or read it at the links that are down below. And if you're new to trading, we also have links to Phoenix or Bybit down below that includes loads of bonuses. All proceeds from this channel go to support the development of our conscious community here in Costa Rica, which helps provide a lot of jobs in the local region. If you're interested in more hand-holding with your trading, especially with your strategy or your emotions, Nicola actually runs an advanced mastermind weekly, and the link to sign up for that is also down below. Thanks for watching all the way to the end, and we'll see you in the next video, which you can find right here. And until then, trade consciously.